I'm Zaara from Book Room United, and today I'm going to be talking about Lifeboat 12 by Susan Hood, which is based on a true story about someone named Ken Sparks. So this story is about when Ken gets sent onto the SS City of Benares to Canada when the Nazis were bombing London, and he is glad to go to get away from the bombs, and also because his stepmother doesn't seem to love him that much and he feels unwanted. So, but when he gets there, he sees that the ship is amazing, it's beautiful. He calls it the best thing he's ever seen, and there's amazing food there. It's always describing how great the ship was. So when the crewmates say that they're out of the danger zone, apparently, then the kids decide to enjoy themselves and just hang out, relax, and not care about much. So, but on the first night of their safety, I guess, they get torpedoed, and all the passengers are running around since the city of Benares is sinking. And Ken is supposed to get onto one of the other lifeboats, but forgets his coat that his stepmother had gotten him. So he runs back to his cabin while the ship is sinking, and then is lucky enough to get onto Lifeboat 12, which is one of the last ones there. And by the time that the sunrise comes, they're all alone, stranded at sea, and they have to try and survive on only one dipper of water and a few cans of fisherman's crackers, and they try to survive and try to sail to land. And one time that they almost gave up hope is when most of them got trench foot, or when a ship was really close to saving them, but then the ship just left them alone because it was hard for them to reach. But at least the ship had given them food, right? Well, that wasn't the case, I guess. So when the ship had brought down the food for them, it got washed away by the current, and they were left again hungry and starving and thirsty and sick. And Ken, he actually saves the day. So he sees an airplane, and he starts waving up to them and putting up the flag, and then everyone else starts to notice, and they all call for help. And then the plane sees them, gets help, and then they're all soon rescued. And the reason why Ken was able to tell if it was an ally or an enemy is because of his knowledge of all the airplanes. And Ken gets a huge welcome home, and he is loved, and his stepmother actually cared about him. She starts crying and hugging him, and when she found out that none of the lifeboats that he was supposed to be on, they never survived, none of them survived. So when she found out that he was alive, she was extremely happy, and Ken was really surprised because of that. And when she found out that he had actually survived because he went to go get something that she had given him, she was surprised and happy, and it was a really happy moment at the end. And I really like this book because it's talking about something that most people don't really know about World War II. And it's heartbreaking to see that so many kids actually died because of this, and how amazing it is that he survived, and how they all got through it. And it's horrible how they all had to suffer through trench foot and hunger, and they didn't even know if they would live or die. And all that kept them hope was a story about a character named Bulldog. And that's really sad to think about, since they had almost lost all hope. And it's just it makes my heart break to think about all that happened to them. And there's another thing I really like about this book is that it's not only historical fiction. It's put in stanzas in a poem, which makes it a hybrid and not a historical fiction. And it's at the end, there's so many realistic pictures, and they're actual photos, and just talking about the different roles at the last cars from India, or talking about Ken and the other survivors. It was a really great book. And I think people who like learning about history and really enjoy like social studies and stuff would love this book. And that's all I have to say about Lifeboat 12 from Susan Hood. I hope you enjoy this book, and I'll see you next time. Bye!